I'm Chef Robert Patton with Aramark at Old Dominion University. In this episode, we're going to do our superfood soup. This is a very nutritious, easy to make soup. Lots of good ingredients with some superfood kale, some white beans, tomatoes, and lots of good vegetables. So the equipment we'll need today are a cutting board. We'll need a knife to cut our vegetables. We'll need a nice soup pot with a lid. We'll need a strainer. We'll need some measuring cups, some measuring spoons, and also something to stir our soup with. So let's review our ingredients. So first we'll need 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and this is a blended oil, vegetable oil and olive oil. We need 1 medium onion, and we're gonna give that a small dice, rough chop like that. We need 1 carrot. We're going to peel that and then again give that a small dice similar to our onion. We need 1 rib of celery. We're going to cut that small dice very similar to our carrot. We need 2 cloves of garlic, and we're going to mince that pretty fine like this. Then we need a 14-ounce can of chopped tomatoes, and we're going to keep the juice with that, so the tomatoes end their juice. Regular tap water. We need 4 cups of chicken broth. You can use a regular canned or boxed chicken broth or a bouillon cube if you like. We need 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. And then we need some fresh herbs. So we have some fresh oregano. We're going to pick the leaves off that and give it a quick chop so it looks like that. We need some fresh parsley, and we're going to mince that up like that. We also need some fresh thyme. We're going to give that a quick, pull the leaves off and give that a quick mince as well. Then we need 1 russet potato. We're going to peel that and dice that up like so. Now remember, after this is diced, you may want to keep this in some water just so it doesn't turn brown. When you're ready to add it to the soup, just drain it a little bit. And then we need 1 bunch of kale. And we're going to pull the stems off these, just use the leaves. And we're going to kind of give that a rough chop into some bite-sized pieces. And then we need 1 14-ounce can of white beans. We're going to drain those, so use your strainer to drain the juice from that, and just use the white beans there. And then, of course, we need some salt and pepper. So we're going to heat our soup pot up a little bit. Make sure it gets good and warm. We're going to add our 1 tablespoon of olive oil. We're going to add our onions. We're going to add our carrots. Now this is 1 whole carrot, peeled and diced up. We'll add our celery. And again, this is 1 rib of celery. We've given that a small dice as well. Once all that is in the pot, make sure we're giving it a good stir to combine the ingredients. We're going to have this on a medium to low-high heat. Okay? And we're going to cook that till it's about tender, about 5 minutes. Now we're going to add our minced garlic. And again, this is 2 cloves of garlic that's finely minced. Again, give it a good stir. We're going to let that cook about 30 seconds. Next, we're going to add our chopped tomatoes. Again, this is a 14-ounce can of tomatoes with their juice. We're going to add all that to our vegetables. Give that a good stir. At this point, we're going to add a good pinch of salt. Just a small pinch of pepper. Give it a good stir. We're going to let that cook for about 5 minutes until the tomatoes have just cooked down slightly. So now we're going to add our 4 cups of chicken broth. We're going to add our 2 cups of water. We're going to add our 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. Make sure our tomato paste gets well combined. Tomato paste is going to help thicken our soup a little bit, give us a nice tomato flavor. Now we're going to add our diced oregano. Okay, we need 1 teaspoon of that. Our chopped parsley. And our chopped thyme. Another pinch of salt. We're also going to add our 1 russet potato. We're going to bring that to a boil and let it cook until the potatoes are tender, maybe about 10 minutes or so. While those are cooking, you can kind of get your kale chopped, make sure that's ready to go. Okay. Once our potatoes are tender, we're going to add our chopped kale. Again, this is 1 bunch of kale. We took the stems out. We just rough chopped it up into bite-sized pieces. So we're going to add all of our kale to the soup. It's going to fill your pot a bit until it starts to cook down. Okay, we're going to let our kale simmer another 10 minutes just until it starts to get tender. We're getting ready to add our white beans. So again, this is 1 14-ounce can of white beans. We've drained the liquid from that, so we just have our beans. All of those beans are going to go into the pot. They just need to heat through. They're already cooked because they're a canned bean. So while the beans are heating through, we can talk about some serving suggestions. I always like a nice grilled bread with the soup, so we just have some bread that we just grilled off. You can toast it in the oven. We also have some grated Parmesan cheese, which might be nice on the soup as well. The beans have simmered in there for about 5 minutes till they've heated through. We want to give it a taste, make sure our seasoning's good. We're just going to add a bit more salt and pepper. Make sure we give that a good stir. So we're ready to serve. Just going to ladle this. Serve that with our grilled bread, toasted bread. Give this a little sprinkle of Parmesan cheese. Okay. That's our superfood soup. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Chef Robert Patton with Aramark at Old Dominion University. Enjoy.